So for around 3 weeks now, Slim has been calling out KSI every single day on Twitter, even though KSI never responds, and Slim got so desperate that he actually called him out face to face at Misfits 012, and this is what he said.
You don't want this.
Come on, me on face. Come on, KSI. You want a piece of that? You got the whole meal.
I'll kill you.
You want a piece of that? You got the whole meal, Habibi. Habibi, KSI. Come on. KSI. KSI.
Alright. Looks like he got ignored in person too. But because Slim's obviously proved to be one of the best fighters in the scene, and with KSI also being one of the best, I decided why not go over their boxing styles and explain why this fight won't be close whatsoever. Now we're gonna look at how KSI and Slim start their fights off and then move on to the later rounds where fatigue may start to settle in. So KSI's most recent match was against Tommy Fury, and as soon as the fight started, you could see the jumping jack stance coming in full effect. But all he's doing to start off is picking his shots and quickly going in and out when he gets the chance. And using the same technique, he actually caught Tommy Fury by blinding him with a jab and throwing a nice right hand, but throughout this entire first round, that's the only thing he did. Throw a quick jab and then launch his right hand, but you can see here, at least in the first few rounds, KSI never slows down. Even when they're clinching, he's being very active, throwing big shots to the body and head, making it uncomfortable for Tommy. But if we skip forward a bit, you can see right after he clinches, he goes straight back to the feint. Whoa, what the hell? What the hell is this pause frame? Am I on the wrong website? What the fuck? Okay, what I was gonna say is look at how open KSI's face is to a counter shot. I mean, his left hand should be close to his face to block any punches coming his way, but it wasn't. So if Tommy Fury threw an uppercut here, that would have done more damage than his dad's belt. So the key takeaways from KSI's fighting style in the early rounds is that he's very quick on his feet, which allows him to move in and out fast. He has big power, which we saw when he threw that right hand launching Tommy Fury back to Love Island. He never slows down even when he's in the clinch, and he leaves his face wide open, which we saw when he was trying to suck Tommy Fury. But moving on to how Slim starts his fights off, right away you can see he likes to start off slow, giving Salt Papi the center ring, throwing a couple feints to understand his distance, and circling away from Salt Papi's power shot, which is obviously a smart thing to do. Now the first punches Salt Papi threw, Slim kind of just froze and clenched, and if we move a bit forward, you can see again, whenever Salt Papi throws, Slim just doesn't know what to do. But the one thing I want to mention for this fight at least is their reach. Slim has a 9-inch reach advantage, meaning all he should be doing is fighting on the outside and moving back whenever Salt Papi tries to close the distance. Like, pretend you're Salt Papi and I'm Slim, okay? So Salt Papi comes forward. That's all Slim has to do. Salt Papi comes forward. It's that simple. Oh, Salt Papi comes forward. Oh, But that's literally all he had to do. But you can see here, whenever Salt Papi closes the distance on Slim, he just freezes. Like, what? And like we saw with KSI's fighting style, all he does is quickly lunge in to land big shots. So if Slim just freezes in these circumstances, and that's all that KSI is gonna do. Another point to bring up is Slim's activity in the clinch. You can see here, Salt Papi's throwing nice punches to Slim's body, but Slim just stood there and did nothing. And again, like we saw before, KSI's aggression just doesn't stop. I mean, this man was going all in while he was clinched against Tommy Fury, throwing nice body shots and shots upstairs. So if Slim is just gonna do nothing in the clinch or maybe throw 1 to 2 shots while KSI is throwing 57, like, this man might just get knocked out in the clinch. So overall, in the early rounds, I can see Slim struggling against KSI's style in terms of coming in on the inside and also doing bad in the clinch, but he can land a big counter shot because KSI never guards his face after throwing. Now let's take a look at how both fighters box in the later rounds, where they may be a little bit tired, which can affect their boxing capabilities.
Whoa.
Damn. Should've went to Harvard. I'm literally Sir Isaac Neutron. So looking at KSI's fighting style in the 5th round, it's literally the exact same. He was just throwing that right hand, clinching with Tommy and working his body, coming all over his Whoa, wait, no. And some of you may be like, just look at a different fight of KSI's. Well, which one? He elbowed Joe Fournier in the 2nd round, he knocked out Face Temper in the 1st round, Pineda and Swarmz, no. And then we just have Logan Paul, which happened 5 years ago. Like, what the hell? But even in the later rounds, KSI's output in the clinch is crazy. Like, this man was connecting to the face and throwing body shots non-stop. Now, the one thing KSI kept on doing in this last round was getting backed up in the corner very easily. You could see right when the round started, Tommy kind of just fainted a couple times and KSI moved straight to the corner when he should have just moved to the left to get out of the situation. And the same thing happened 30 seconds later. Tommy just walked forward, so KSI just walked back, and before you know, he's in the corner with nowhere to go and decides to clinch, but this time he's not throwing many punches like he did before, so he's ultimately just tired at this point. Now, looking at Slim's fight in the later rounds, as soon as round 4 started, he landed this massive right hand on Salt Papi's chin, making him fall back, but I don't know if it was the punch that actually made Salt Papi stumble, because if you look closely here, you can actually see Slim's foot is on top of Salt Papi's foot, so I feel like that's the reason why he stumbled, but nonetheless, this man still got penetrated. But then literally 5 seconds later, Slim timed a perfect counter shot to once again land that massive hook and another 1-2. So Slim's shot selection is obviously better than KSI's. I mean, even here, you can see Salt Papi's hands are guarding the sides of his face, so Slim decides to throw an uppercut, which is the right decision, but barely misses. But in the 4th round, Slim was 100% tired. I mean, he literally had his elbows by his knees and probably would have been dead tired in round 5, but luckily for him, he ended it in the 4th by once again perfectly timing a counter, and that was the fight. So in the later rounds, Slim definitely has better shot selection and defense, but I would still say KSI is better endurance just because Slim got tired in round 4, whereas KSI was still going all in that round. Now overall, looking at the styles, the only way I see Slim winning this fight is by landing a big counter shot, just because KSI has no defense after he throws and Slim has good shot selection. But then again, we know KSI has an amazing chin and it will probably take more than one counter shot just to do any big damage. And KSI can win this fight in multiple ways. 1, by landing big shots on Slim just because he does freeze up when someone puts pressure on him and it can ultimately get him knocked out. 2, winning by TKO just by outworking him and also outworking him in the clinch. And 3, winning on points probably by unanimous decision for the same reason. So I personally think KSI would win this fight by TKO or unanimous decision pretty easily, but comment down below who you think would win if KSI and Slim fought today, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss future videos.
Is this a future fight?
Huh? No, KSI, he doesn't stand, but he does whatever, he fights whoever he wants to fight. He sells out crowd, he got 20,000 people coming out for him, bro. KSI on a different level, man. You want a piece of that? You got the whole meal.
I'll kill you,
You want a piece of that? You got the whole meal, Habibi.